Hi, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be taking you guys with me while I make a matching linen set. If that sounds fun, keep watching. If this is the first video of mine you're seeing, my name's Rachel. Thanks for stopping by. I like to make stuff here, and since I've been doing a lot of sewing recently, you can expect to see a little personal style chit chat here too. Hi. Okay, I filmed this video back in July. I just want to let you guys know that just in case you're wondering why I'm posting a video making a linen set in the middle of January. So just in case you haven't seen any of my recent videos, my family just spent the last few months moving from Boston all the way over here to San Francisco, and now we're all settled in, so I am making videos again. I am going to be filming new videos in our new place, but I do have a couple videos from the summer that I filmed and then just didn't edit. So I did a lot of sewing over this summer. I just didn't film all of it. So I will be sharing a couple of those videos with you guys, and I'll make sure to jump in and let you guys know when those videos were filmed as I'm editing them. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for sticking around even though I didn't post videos for like 4 months. So thank you so much. It does really mean a lot to me that you guys are still watching my videos. Okay, let's go. So I'm going to be making full pants and a long sleeve button down top. I'm going to be using this fabric. So this is just an old linen duvet cover. You'll see that I've already cut into it because I made something really cute for my daughter out of this, which I'll show you in a minute. This is our old linen duvet cover. So for some reason, it's just never really gripped onto our duvet. So it kind of just fits it like a big sloppy bag. I've never really liked this, so I'm going to be on the hunt for a new one. But for now, it is still really nice fabric. So I'm going to be using it for a few projects. And like I said, I have made something for my daughter out of this already, and this is the cute little outfit I made for her. It is the cutest little set, and I want to make her a bunch of these now. So I'll link the patterns for both of these pieces down below. So for the bottoms here, I just used a really easy culottes pattern for kids, and I've made her a couple pairs of these already. And then for the top, I used just the bodice and half of the first tier of a dress pattern that I'll also link below. So I've used this dress pattern to make her other things before, and it's really easy, and I really love the instructions and everything. And you'll also notice that I used cover buttons for the back here. So I've never used cover buttons before. This was the first project I used them on, and it was surprisingly easy to do. So I really love the look of it. They blend in really nicely. They look a little bit fancy, and they're fun to make too. So I am going to be using those for the top that I'm going to be making in this video, and this is the pattern I'm going to be using for the top. Now this is just like an oversized button-down top. It is full-length sleeves with cuffs, which will be nice because I can roll them up or I can wear them long. And I think that the cover buttons will just kind of add a little bit of pizzazz. I do really like a good tortoiseshell button, but I do want to be able to potentially wear this shirt a little bit dressier, and I feel like putting the cover buttons on it will just add some versatility. So I can wear it really casually if I want to, but if I want to dress it up, I feel like tortoiseshell buttons add a little bit of like earthiness and like make things look a little bit more casual. So I think the cover buttons will make this a little bit easier to wear a little bit dressier. I've never used a pattern from this shop before, and in this video I'm going to be using 2 of them, so I'm really excited because I do really like a lot of her patterns, and I've been really curious what her instructions are like. So far I've just printed out the pattern for this one. I haven't put it together yet, but so far all of that has gone well. The next piece of the set is going to be these pants. So again, from the same shop. These are just some palazzo pants, just some really simple elastic waistband pants, and they do have a drawstring on them, which I will be using. And in addition to that, there are 2 different versions of these pants. So there is a slim leg and then there's a wide leg. I really like the look of a wide leg pant, but with this fabric, I think I'm going to do the slim leg maybe somewhere in the middle. I might do the slim leg, but just kind of straight, because I think looking at the pattern pieces, it's looking a little bit more tapered, but I think I might just make them straight. I don't think that this fabric would really work for the really wide leg. I think I would want to use something like really silky or something for the wide leg pants, but I do think just like a straight leg or like a slimmer leg will be perfect with this fabric. Okay, so for the pants, I have printed out the pattern pieces, put them all together, and cut out the fabric. So I'm gonna go start that right now. Hi. So yesterday I put together all the pattern pieces and I just cut out the fabric for it. So I wanted to start with the waistband. So on this pattern, there is an option to add a drawstring in the waistband, and I'm going to do that. So the first step is going to be adding some buttonholes on the waistband, just so that the drawstring can go through this fabric. I also wanted to add that I'm going to be using cotton thread on this project, and that's because I do like the color of this fabric right now, and I'm sure I'm gonna like this for a long time, but if at any point I want to dye it, then I do need to use cotton thread so that this dyes too. If I use my polyester thread, then that's just going to stay this color, and then when I dye it, it'll have like contrast stitching on it, which I don't want. So I'm gonna make a little bobbin, I'm gonna put some buttonholes in this, and then we can start putting the pants together. You know what I was thinking right when I started this? I need to add fusible interfacing to the back. I don't think that's part of the instructions, but I don't want to just do a buttonhole on this fabric because I think that it's going to start fraying and then the buttonholes are going to be kind of weak. So I am going to add a little bit of fusible interfacing to the back of this before I add those buttonholes. All right, so I just finished the pockets and I'm not really sure if I did them the right way. In the instructions, it said something about grown on pockets or extra pocket bag, and I just did this. So I think it turned out fine. I mean, there's a pocket and here's what it looks like on the inside. So now I'm just going to attach the front and the back legs together on each side, and then I can attach them at the crotch and finish those edges with my serger. Okay, so I just finished serging that edge, and what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna add a little extra step. So something I've been really liking to do is adding a top stitch along the outside. So I guess a good example is like on these jeans, the top stitch is on the inside, but I really like how the seam just lays really flat. If you iron the seam allowance down and then just do a top stitch on the outside, just right along that. So that'll keep the seam allowance from wiggling around, and it's not going to like poke out or try to flip directions or anything. And it'll look kind of nice to have the little edge with that nice little seam on it. So I just pressed all of this. So now I'm just gonna go do that top stitch. All right, so there it is. It's so beautiful. It lays nice and flat. So yeah, look up by the pocket, you've got these nice little seams and it doesn't flip around. So now that I've done that, I can do the inseam. So I have the first pant leg all finished and it looks beautiful. And I was putting this one together and I got it a little bit ahead of myself and I stitched the whole outside seam, and then I went to flip it and I pressed it, and then I went to top stitch it and realized that this is the outside and that is the inside of the pocket. So I put these together backwards. So I need to pick all of the top stitching that I've already done, and then I also need to take out all of this serging, which I just watched a video today about how to take serging out easily, so I'm glad that I have that handy. And then I have to pick this entire straight stitch. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna make dinner for my family, and I will probably fix this later, and then probably put the waistband and everything on tonight and everything. So I'll see you guys later. Hello. So I have two finished pant legs now. I picked out everything in this other one and then I just redid it the right way. So now that I have both of these, I'm going to join them at the crotch, and then once that is all finished, then I can do the waistband. So I'm gonna go put those together now, and then I'll show you guys how I'm doing the waistband. Okay, so since I'm really into extra steps right now, I am going to top stitch this whole thing down to one side so that it doesn't wiggle around. Okay, so I just finished the bottom part of the pants. I did want to show you guys what that looks like when I do like the top stitching here. So that's what it looks like. So it just looks a lot more finished and it's nice and flat. So I just serged these together. Well, I stitched these together, serged them together, and then I ironed this flat, and then I did that top stitch. So I just feel like that makes it look so much more finished, and it just adds a lot more strength to this area. So I think that this will just be a lot stronger and it won't rip or anything. Okay, next I'm gonna move on to the waistband, and before I do that, I'm gonna make my really long waist tie. So I'm gonna go do that really quick and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so I just added the waistband and I tried these on and they're really cute on. So next I'm just going to finish off the hem. I do think I'm gonna hem these up about 1 inch because they are like dragging on the ground, and I want them like touching the ground but not dragging. So I'm going to hem those up, and then also I'm gonna finish the waistband by adding in this really long waist tie. Where'd it go? This guy in. So I'm just gonna loop that all the way through, and then I also think I'm gonna do a little bit of top stitching around the waistband too. I might kind of shimmy down my elastic. So my elastic, there's like a little bit of a gap up here, so I might kind of stitch it into place and add kind of a little bit of a paper bag waist. It's not gonna be like a wide, scrunchy paper bag waist, but I do think that adding a little bit of like a top stitch around here is going to keep the elastic in place, and I think it'll make the top look a little bit fancier and more finished. So I'm going to do that, and then I will be done with these tonight. So tomorrow I'm gonna be able to start on the shirt, and then when the shirt's all finished, I'll try everything on for you guys. See you guys tomorrow. Hi. Okay, so I finished the pants. They turned out perfect. I'm actually wearing them right now because they're so comfortable. I'm gonna have to make a lot more of these because I've been wearing them for the past 2 days. So I didn't sew yesterday. It was a beautiful day and we were out for most of it. So right now my daughter's asleep and I just cut out all of the pieces for the shirt. I am gonna re-thread my serger. So this is usually the color that I have in there. I know a lot of people either use black or white, but I really like this color because it doesn't really show through like most fabrics, like light or dark fabrics. But for the shirt, I do expect to roll up the sleeves sometimes, so I don't want this thread showing. I'd rather it just be white. I thought about getting cotton serging thread, but it was kind of hard to find. I probably will buy that eventually, but I do have a bunch of just this white polyester, and I don't think this will be too bad next to this fabric. So I don't know how long this is gonna take. I'm not very good at this yet, so it might take a little bit, but once I get this all rethreaded, then I'm going to start on the back of the shirt, and I think it starts with like assembling the yoke and stuff. So I'm gonna see how much I can get done in like the next hour, and then I'll probably do more sewing tonight. So let's go. Hey guys, okay, so I am sewing again. It's nighttime now, and I just finished the button plackets in the front. So there's interfacing in here, and then I just did some top stitching to hold it all together. So now that I'm looking at the whole front of this shirt, on the photos on the pattern listing, the fabric that she's using is like striped, so I didn't really notice that this pattern didn't have a pocket until I was cutting out all of the fabric for it. And I think that with this solid fabric, especially how oversized this is going to be, I feel like I want a pocket for it. So I'm going to make a patch pocket, and I think I'm gonna put it on this side here. So I don't really know how big I wanna make it, but I'm probably just gonna like, I don't know, I'm just gonna eyeball it. So I'm gonna make a patch pocket, and then I think then we are going to move on to sleeves. So hopefully I can finish those today, and then we'll just have the collar left and then all of the hemming. So this is also a curved hem, which I'm a little bit nervous about because I know curved hems are pretty tricky, but I have recently seen a couple videos with like little tricks on how to make that a little bit easier. So hopefully those come in handy. So, all right, I'm gonna go make a pocket. All right, so we just finished the collar. Turned out really good. It looks really clean and nice. So this is the, I guess the outside. So what would be showing, and then this is the inside. So one thing that I've wondered on a few other patterns that I've followed is which side is supposed to be on the outside. Is it like the interfacing fabric, like the part that is connected to interfacing, or the part that isn't connected to interfacing? And so I liked that in this pattern it told you that the fabric that was fused to the interfacing is actually the fabric that's supposed to show. And it makes sense because this looks a lot like cleaner than this side is a little bit more like floppy and soft. So next I'm going to be moving on to the cuffs. I did actually put fusible interfacing on the backs of these cuffs already, but there are a few different options with the sleeve cuffs, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just cut new pieces because I think these are gonna be too stiff. You can do them with interfacing or without interfacing, and you can also, instead of doing regular cuffs with buttons, you can do tie cuffs. So I'm gonna do the cuffs with buttons because I'm really excited about the buttons I'm making. I can show you guys what those look like. So these are the little cover buttons I'm making. Okay, so these are the little cover buttons that I made. These are a lot easier to make than I expected. They can be a little bit tricky, but I thought that you would have to have like special tools for this. And all I needed to get was this little set that comes with actual button part, like the outside part, and then the part that you sew on to your clothes, and then it comes with these two little pieces. So I already made 10 buttons. This shirt needs 11 buttons. So I'll definitely show you guys how to make a button just while I make the last one for the shirt. But that's part of the reason why I really wanted to do the button cuffs, is just because I think these are so cute. So I'm really excited to see what these look like on the shirt. And I think they should be the right size. So I think I'll probably get to the cuffs right now, and then later on tonight, maybe I'll finish the hem and the buttons and everything. All right, so I have just made 11 buttonholes, so I'm really proud of myself. They all turned out pretty good. I used to be afraid of making buttonholes, so I'm very excited that I just did 11 of them. So I have 9 down the front of the shirt, and then I've got 1 on each cuff. And then next, all I need to do is line all these up, make a little dot where the button's gonna go, and then I'm gonna hand stitch the button to the shirt. So I have 11 buttons to put on this thing, so I think I'm gonna go do that in bed, and then I can try this on for you tomorrow. And I'm really excited with how it turned out. I do think that the hem turned out really good too. There are like some very slight imperfections every once in a while, but for a curved hem, I feel like I did a pretty good job. I've done some really wiggly curved hems before, and this one actually looks pretty nice. So I do have a bunch of threads hanging from it that I need to trim off, and oh yeah, I've got a whole bunch. So I'm gonna go do that, and then I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, bye. Alright you guys, there it is. There's the set. I know I usually chat with you guys before I try things on, but I was so antsy to put this on today, so I decided to do it backwards, so I hope that was fun. I just wanted to kind of show you guys how I'm going to style this. So I know that I didn't style it in any like groundbreaking ways. This is a pretty basic outfit. I feel like most people have a linen set by now. I mean, I get constant ads on Instagram for linen sets from like Amazon and stuff. I was just really glad that I got to make my own, and I do feel like this is slightly different than all the other sets that I've seen. I love how oversized this one is without being just like boxy and bulky. I love how big the collar is, like it's this nice big collar. I love how long this is, so I could definitely wear this over like leggings and stuff if I'm doing like a more casual look. I'm really glad that I added the pocket. I feel like the pocket adds a little bit of detail that is needed on just like a simple solid fabric. And then my absolute favorite part of the shirt is the cover button. I never realized how nice cover buttons would make something like this look. I feel that's probably like the main thing that sets this apart from a lot of the linen tops that I could buy in store. But also this fabric is so nice. I love wearing it. It's like the perfect drapey linen. It's the perfect weight where it's not like completely see-through, but it's not really structured either. I like it way more as an outfit than I did as a duvet cover, so I'm really glad that I used that for this. The pants turned out really good too. I've worn them so much since making them. I'm really excited with how the pockets turned out. I don't usually love pockets that are unnecessary and things because I feel like it creates bulk, but somehow with these pants, the pockets didn't become bulky at all, and you can't see them through the fabric, even though the fabric is light. So yeah, I'll definitely be making more of those pants. I'm definitely gonna be making more of this shirt. I feel like this shirt is like my favorite part, but I'll probably wear the pants all the time. I don't know, I'll probably wear this all the time too. I feel like this is like my new favorite clothing item. So I'll definitely be wearing this in the fall and winter too. I really want to wear it with like a black turtleneck underneath with black jeans and some boots. I think that that would be really cute. I also have kind of some snakeskin booties that have some lighter colors in it too, so I feel like that would be really cute with this too. I don't know, maybe I'll have to make like a TikTok or something. I'm not good at TikTok. If you guys want to see more of me on TikTok or Instagram, let me know. I've just been prioritizing making videos because that's like what's really fun for me. But I think that if I got into making reels or TikToks, I think that that could be fun too. Anyway, I really liked following this pattern because there were a few different things that I learned, just different ways of putting together a collar and preparing pieces of fabric for it that I really liked, that I'll definitely use in the future even if I'm using different patterns. And the curved hem turned out good. I was shocked. I always avoid things with curved hems because I'm always afraid that they're gonna turn out really wiggly or like bungee or something, and I'm really impressed with myself. I'm really happy that I tried the curved hem because it turned out really good, and I love the way that that looks on the bottom of like an oversized shirt. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please consider doing that. If you like this video, and if you didn't like this video, I hope you like the next one, and I will see you guys later. Okay, bye.